Hello everyone, my name is Mark Raymond and I am the Strategic Partnerships Manager here at Strapi. I am joined by Matt from VirtusLab, who is one of our solution partners. And I would like Matt to introduce himself and share a little more about VirtusLab. So please, tell us more.
Thank you, Mark. So, hi everyone, I'm Matt. I'm Head of Digital Solutions Engineering in VirtusLab, the end-to-end software house located in Poland, Europe. So we are doing the stuff starting from front-end, back-end, through native, cloud, data, so on and so on, based on the expertise. Yeah, we've been founded in the 2010, evolving year by year to nearly 350 people at all.
How did you first hear about Strapi?
That's not going to be anything different or uncommon if I'm going to say that it was based on the need. Yeah, I started to do the research about possible solutions for one of our customers, the Tesco technology, which is also now the Strapi customer as well. Yeah, and being fully honest, Strapi wasn't one of the first choices. I did the full research and decided to make the POC of some requirements for Tesco technology. And then Strapi shows itself as the most flexible solution, as I've been able to set up initial versions of comments and navigation plugins, which we are anyway maintaining open source till today, within a week. That was a game changer and the main trading point of choosing a Strapi.
Excellent. So what challenges were you facing before you started using Strapi with other platforms?
With other platforms, also being fully honest, with the Strapi, the first thing I didn't see was the paywall, which I seen with other platforms. In VirtusLab, we've got the roots in open source. Yeah, in 2010, the company was founded to focus on the Scala language. Now, we are also maintaining the Scala free language officially as a company. So the open source nature of a Strapi was one of the biggest advantages, and for me, the natural way of work. So if someone is going to ask me, you are choosing Strapi or you are choosing, I don't know, any paid solution, maybe it's going to have more features at the beginning. It's going to be for sure Strapi, because you can do everything by yourself. Don't pay the monthly fee for using the features that you develop within a week.
So how does Strapi fit into your tech stack today?
Perfectly, I would say. Yep. I'm managing one vertical, one department in VirtusLab, which is called Digital Solutions Engineering. Yeah, we are focusing only on the TypeScript. Previously, also JavaScript. So Strapi was a natural choice for us, also from the point of view of a technology stack. Yeah, so that fits really well. Now, especially that is also in TypeScript. So natural choice and coexistence.
Excellent. Yeah, that's one of the great features of Strapi 5. It's fully TypeScript enabled. So excellent. Glad that you fit that there. And now, what do you like most about Strapi?
Because I've got the roots in open source. So always the community was the first thing. Yeah. I'm saying that most of our business is community driven. Then we are starting to do the real business. But first of all is a community. Then I would say flexibility. Flexibility and the way that you open Strapi for engineers. It's not closed. Everything is transparent, well documented, and everyone can play with it. Also, it's easy to set up, and even playing with a core is possible. The other solutions does not allow this.
Yeah, and you actually maintain a few pretty key plugins in our ecosystem. Do you want to expand upon those? Share a little more about them?
Yeah, definitely. So as I already mentioned, with a use case for one of our clients, the Tesco technology, we set up the navigation and comments plugin in our spare time just to prove that it's going to be a good choice. Yeah. Then we introduce them to Tesco and to other clients as well. It was in the version 3. Now we've got version 5. So we migrated from version 3 to version 4, from version 4 to version 5. In the meantime, the reactions plugins pops up as a response to the community demand as well, because the community members were asking me and my colleagues, are you considering to introduce likes to the comments? Yeah, why not? But why to introduce them just like a field in the comment collection? Let's make the plugin. Yeah, to make it any collection link. Yeah, so we introduced the third plugin. Now, during this conference, as Pierre already introduced during the keynote, we welcomed 3 new plugins, which are purely custom field based. Yeah, the Cloudinary, Shopify, and the BigCommerce. There might be some game changers as well for significant part of a community. Like I remember the 20% that are using that kind of features anyway. What wasn't mentioned, but we also did as part of a demand of a community, is taking the maintenance ownership and migrated the Google Cloud Storage provider for media upload, which is also live today.
Excellent. Wow. That's actually a surprise announcement we didn't even talk about at StrapiConf. So
Yeah.
thank you for taking that on. And we're very thankful to have you in our ecosystem, really contributing in big ways. And yeah, certainly having Cloudinary, BigCommerce, Shopify, part of the stack, is just going to make Strapi even more accessible to a much wider audience. Could you tell us about maybe a project that you're particularly proud about?
Yeah, I'm going to a bit repeat myself, but that's the Tesco technology. Yeah, one of the biggest projects, first of all, because we worked together with them long time before introducing Strapi. But when we introduced Strapi, the transformation of their organizations and the way that they're dealing with the content and distributing content across multiple regions, because we must remember that Tesco is a global retailer. Different regions, different requirements, different content teams and marketing teams. With a single Strapi instance and like 30 plus consumers of the Strapi. So that's the significant success with the customer.
Great. Thanks for sharing. And if you could sum Strapi up into a single sentence, what would it be?
If you are considering your next step, next choice, select Strapi.
Powerful endorsement. Thank you.
Yeah.
And what big trends do you see happening in the next 3 to 5 years in content management?
Definitely, the market is going to be AI driven, as every market now. The clue is to find the proper way for this Strapi and the other CMSs in this move. It's not a big deal to create yet another AI product, yeah? It's a way to incorporate the AI abilities into your products by the way that your community is going to use it. And that's what we are starting to do with Strapi AI.
Excellent. What's your initial reaction on Strapi AI after seeing the keynote today?
I'm going to be honest, maybe you are going to blame me for this, but I was aware of this move because we are partnering anyway between Strapi and VirtusLab. And I was happy that you've got the clear path like for every product, so people can understand what's going to be the next move. It's not just like a single release. They can expect something more and more, and they can start to create their own roadmaps based on your roadmap. That's just like with releasing next features to Strapi. You are releasing them and showing the upcoming roadmap so we can keep in mind how it's going to look like in the future and make that also incorporated to our roadmaps to offer for the customers to build our capacity around.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's we rely on the community and the feedback from it. So being as transparent as we can be, especially as we roll out a very important feature like Strapi AI, is it's going to be key to its success. And obviously, our partners help contribute to that. So thank you. So kind of wrapping things up, is there any advice that you would give to agencies who are thinking of adopting Strapi?
For the agencies that are considering to use Strapi, yeah? It might be a bit harsh, but I'm always honest. Don't move it one-to-one. When you use traditional CMS, just keep in mind that the next step, next generation of CMSs, yeah, the mindset must be different to not make the mess with your customers. Yeah, for sure, you are going to do a lot of a mess with a traditional CMS anyway. Yeah, but the Strapi is really powerful. But as I'm telling to my sons some of the things, with a great power, the great responsibility comes. So just analyze it well. I'm not telling to not use it, just use it. But understand the ecosystem, understand the solution, build the capacity around, and then start to integrate it with for your clients, not the opposite way. Do not learn on your clients.
Any good resources you would point agencies to kind of help them get off the ground with Strapi?
Definitely the community-driven blog post on the Strapi blog. A lot of information, a lot of use cases. I am sure that any of the Strapi partners got capability to share the advice as well. We, as a VirtusLab, already a couple of times just shared the advices with individual contributors or even the companies that been asking for advice. Yeah, giving the advice is not making a bill. Yeah, because we know that if someone is going to take the opportunity to work with a Strapi, at some point can get back to us. Yes, so just ask. Don't struggle, just ask. Because the community is really great.
Well, great. Glad to hear that. And kind of wrapping up, how can people find you? How can people find VirtusLab?
Yeah, of course, people can find myself, yeah, on LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. But how to find the company? Via GitHub, because we are maintaining a lot of plugins, or just via web. Search for VirtusLab, virtuslab.com, or even our very narrowly defined TypeScript and Strapi boutique, Sensinum, which is part of a VirtusLab group.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you.
VirtusLabs is a great Strapi partner. They've delivered a lot of really exciting projects, as you can see, and we're very glad to have them in our ecosystem. They've made a ton of contributions, especially in the realm of plugins. And Matt, really, we can't thank you more for your partnership. It's been great.
Yeah, that was always a pleasure and looking forward to work more.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.